I got
Rick and
3.
Bobby. What, first names?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh.
Get out of my server.
Yeah, you're right.
Get out of my...
Ryan Johnson made episode 8. Can't trust him.
Can't trust him. And can't touch this. That's another good one. Another good saying. Can't touch it.
Yeah, but that has more to do
That's
with
too old for
sexual
you.
harassment.
Yeah. Yeah, don't I know about that? And I'm in an all-male industry.
I swear, if that was a pun and you're really working for the post office.
No, I'm in construction.
Ah. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It's just kind of is.
Yeah. That's what I say. They go on, in Australia, they're going on about the pay gap and that. And, like, I understand things and that, but in the building industry, in Australia, they make very good money. But, like, a secretary who works 9 to 5, you know, like, obviously the shop opens at, the legal office opens at 9 o'clock in the morning, closes at 5. She's really limited to what she can do. Whereas in the building industry, they'll work 15, 16 hours a day, but a lot of them will still get the same hourly rate. Like she'll get $25, $26 an hour in a legal secretary, and a fully qualified carpenter will get, $27, $28 an hour.
Yeah.
But he has had to do 4 years of an apprenticeship, whereas she hasn't really had to do anything. Maybe a bit of typing classes and that sort of stuff, but a lot of the time it's just on the job training, and they're still getting paid.
Does your company also have the architects too, or is it just?
We do. We have architects, yeah. Yeah, I do a lot of it because the architects are a little bit useless. Architects are good and they have very good ideas, but they just need a builder to be with them every so often and say, "Come on, mate, pull your head in."
Yeah, it's kind of like the philosopher of sorts.
Yes, it is, and they come up with some great ideas, and they know a lot about light and stuff, and how to make spaces look bigger.
Yes.
But some things they do make things extremely expensive. So you've got to sort of work in with them and say, well, listen, when you start talking that distance in trusses, it starts getting very expensive. Once you go over about 12 meters in a truss, it gets really expensive. So they need to monitor it a bit.
Yeah, over here,
gotta...
we don't even have... Half the time, there's, like, no architect. Architects are, like, really expensive over here because we have, like, specialized schools for that, and it's just a pain.
Same here, like, our architect, Frank, but we subcontract him out to government agencies to design houses for them, and that, you see. So he's on about $150,000 a year. He gets.
Is that Australian or U.S.?
Yeah, Australian pesos. Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's Australian shackles.
Pesos.
Shekels.
Rubies.
Staples chuckles every time I say Australian pesos.
They make just about that number in the U.S., but in U.S. dollars.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. That's bloody good money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
What's yours? Like 83 cents on U.S. dollar? I forget.
It's like 70, 72, 73, around that. It's just below Canada. Canada's around 76, and we're about 72, 73.
Oh, okay. The U.S. dollar went up then.
US dollar's doing pretty good at the moment. Must be all that oil. Say it, Paladin.
Oh, don't say that too loud. They might join.
Paladin says it all the time.
Yeah.
It's the oil. Oil, you say? What do you say, Paladin?
It's all about the oil or something. Whenever
Yeah.
Whenever someone talks about like, America's doing this, and I'm like, it's the oil.
Did somebody say oil?
That's what he says. That's what he says.
Yeah.
That's
No,
what he says.
I changed my nickname to USA when I joined.
Oh, jeez. I see that in the enlisted USA.
USA
Now,
all the way.
now we're leaving the Syria. It looks like.
But it was so nice. Why don't we stay?
When are we going to have a war next? Australia's getting a bit itchy. Everyone, like, what we do is we just befriend you guys because we like a war, but we don't want to be the guys that instigate it. So we just buddy up to you and go, yeah. We're like that guy at the back, the little guy at the back going, punch him in the fucking face. Don't take that shit from him. And then when you punch him in the face, we come in and go, yeah, he's a buddy. That's what we do.
He's a buddy guy.
He's a buddy guy.
Thought you were gonna say you wanted a war, but you didn't want to lose it.
Didn't want to lose it.
You're
Yeah,
Australian.
why would we be friends with you if we didn't want to lose wars? Because no offense, fellas, but since World War II, we haven't had a real good track record following you around, have we?
Look on the bright side, we killed some
first
ISIS
burn.
people.
Yeah,
And then-
there was Korea, which we didn't lose, but there was no defining win.
There was
Then there was-
Vietnam.
So I don't know
We'll get
what
our
the fuck
chance.
went on there. There was a lot of weed and a lot of no boom boom for Soul Brother.
A lot of wind.
Yeah, and then
I guess.
we went. Then where did we go? We went into bloody Croatia with you. Serbia and
Afghanistan.
all that. And then we did then we did Desert Storm, and we got halfway there, and we said, "What's oil anyway?" And then we did Afghanistan, and we're like, "Damn, this
Oh.
place is hot and hilly."
I was talking about training the Taliban too. You know that
And then,
forgotten part nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah, that was a good part, wasn't it? And then what did we do? Then we went into Afghanistan with you. Now we're in Syria with you.
Oh, wait. We went back into Iraq.
Yep, we went back into
Libya.
Iraq. We didn't go into Libya.
Oh, you didn't?
We didn't go into... No. It was all over before we got there. We're a little bit behind the ball.
Oh,
It's kind of fucking over before we
didn't
got
want to
there.
go near the
Yeah.
Mediterranean after
Yeah.
that one invasion.
That tends to happen with America. We
That
usually get-
one invasion, Gallipoli,
Yes.
fucking Winston Churchill, and you shove your pipe up your ass sideways. Fuck him.
Yeah, trying to use
Fuck him.
Australian.
Killed.
So
Yeah.
many fucking Australians killed.
Fucking
Motherfucker.
8,000 fucking didn't come back, the cunt.
Yeah.
And then it was
well,
I liked the bit. You know which bit I liked the most? When we took a heap of ground and then they shuffled the front lines around and moved all the British regiments to the trenches that they don't get shot at in the trench because they're looking down at them. And then the Australian regiments are there. So then the Australians, after about 2 weeks of getting shot at while you're in the trench, we get the shits.
Tell me,
And we
Lost
go
in the
full
Red
psycho,
Set,
and then we pushed up Lone
have you
Pine.
ever experienced the
took one
almighty
point off it.
three-shell beating?
And then the British are like, let's get out of here.
One for the road!
It screwed him in World War II because we're still upset about it all.
Yeah, but you saved them in North Africa.
Kicked it. We fucking in both wars we kicked their we kicked us in North Africa.
Then we go back to ISIS, and ISIS
Yep.
basically recruited our people so we could kill our own people. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? We had the same problem in Australia. They were recruiting ISIS people and all that sort of stuff. Isn't it? It's horrible. Why can't we all just get along?
That'll be too easy.
Keep
I don't
going.
like oil that much anyway.
Yeah, all it does is
the black gold.
get slimy.
Slimy paladins over the back to black gold. Just dropping at the fucking mouth.
Yeah,
Practically.
That's exactly what
He's
it
got a
is.
pool of
Practically.
oil in his backyard, just
Yeah.
swims in it every day.
Fucking,
Yeah.
I bet he's saying the black gold while he looks to his left to his portrait of George W. Bush.
Yeah.
Right behind the
Yeah.
portrait is a whole bunch of resource rights in Texas.
Yeah. And you know, Tom, like, I was disappointed how HW passed away.
Oh,
You know what though? I love
Dude,
Bush.
that might be one of the fucking saddest things I've ever seen. I saw a video of Bob Dole at his funeral.
Oh yeah,
That was crazy.
that was cool.
that was cool that Bob Dole was at a funeral.
Like they literally like took him out of his wheelchair so he could salute the casket. Like it's just fucking. It'll get.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You there?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
Oh, nothing. I just went quiet.
You know,
Get you.
you know, Carter's kind of going strong still.
Yeah.
Jimmy Bob.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy wasn't a bad president, was he? He wasn't a great one, but I don't think he was bad, was he?
Fucking liked his cardigans, I'll tell you.
Fucking cardigans.
Loved cardigans
starting
and
to think-
peanut butter.
I'm starting to think different about him now when you said cardigans. So I built 6 units recently, and they're all finished up, and we're selling them. And I had an interior designer come in and select colours, did a few feature walls and carpets. And the gay guy who's selling the units for me, he goes, I don't really like that feature wall. I said, I don't really like that cardigan, but you're still fucking here trying to sell my houses, aren't you?
Ooh.
I had the shits with him. And the fucking shits with him.
Oh, that
Because they
was.
said, we need $5,500 to do a bit of advertising to sell the thing, to sell your units, so people know that there's an open house this weekend. And they put an ad on the internet. $5,500.
For what? A house?
They put there's like 6. I built 6 townhouses, villas, condos, condominiums, mate.
Okay. Is that rent?
No, I'm selling them. I built them. Buy the buckle on, build them. No, the $5,500 was for them to do, put some ads in the papers, radio ads, something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. That was
And
their
all they
budget.
did was put a bloody ad in on the internet, on their website.
They could have done it on like TV and stuff too.
Yeah,
that
not
money.
really need TV, but just maybe some bigger signs and that. We sold them all. Got what I but they're going to be a bit upset when I take the $5,500 out of the commission.
Yeah, they
I'm
didn't do
sorry.
anything.
No. They're selling like hotcakes in Sydney at the moment anyway. All the Asians are buying them. Chinese.
China's buying a lot of stuff over here too. Like 10%
They
of
come
New
up-
York's made
Yeah.
Chinese now.
Yeah, well, the little China man come up to me. He said, "You're very nice."
What is that?
I said, "Thank you." He said, "You build a very nice unit, Mr. Crumb.
Mr. Crumb.
Mr. Crumb, you build a very nice unit. I buy 2."
It's Captain Crumb to you.
Captain Crumb, yeah.
Instant
I'd-
promotion right there.
I didn't say that.
Recognize me, damn it!
Not in Discord, Shifty. People go dead.
Sorry, I just love that though. That is honestly my favourite soundboard.
What was it? Was it the kid?
Captain Crunch.
Oh. Captain Crunch. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's me.
Captain Crunch with Crunchberries.
Captain Crunch and Crunchberries.
When you said the real estate guy was gay, it reminded me of American Dad. Because, what was it? Like, this dude just introduced his husband. And Stan's just like, I didn't know you were gay. Well, I was when I was in real estate.
Yeah, he's a nice bloke and he's very good at his job, but fucking wears a canary yellow fucking cardigan and then wants to comment on my fucking feature wall. Knitted cardigan. Knitted.
Is there a draft?
A draft? What's a draft?
No, not like the not the conscription kind of thing I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
so you got me worried then. I was like, fuck, it's Vietnam.
No, there's like a small breeze in the room where somebody complains it's cold. That kind of thing.
No. There wasn't. He just likes cardigans.
Oh, well, burn 'em.
Stuff him. I think I insulted him with a cardigan. I'm not here to make friends. Certainly. He'll be able to buy 12 new cardigans with his commission anyway. What do real estate agents get commission over there? You get like 2% or something?
It's actually like in the thousands, depending on, yeah, probably like 1 or 2.
Yeah,
I
because
think it
I got
depends
him.
on commercial and residential. It's a little.
Yes, commercial is a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, because I screwed him down to 1.1%. Because the last lot of units I sold myself didn't even get a real estate agent.
I never understood the guys that just like won't budge on that. Like anybody that like is savvy about what we do, I'm just like, that's fine. I'll take lower commission, but if I do that, you're gonna give me your 4 friends that want to do the same thing. And they're like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
like you get fucking referrals, man. You end up making more money by taking less on that one deal.
Well, listen, these things, they put an ad on their website. They rocked up. They had an open house. The open house started at 9:30, finished at 11:30. They handed out 42 contracts. By 3 o'clock that afternoon, all of them were sold and deposits were transferred.
They fucking should have just gave it to you for free.
Like, how hard is it? Like, we did a good job. Like, my missus designed the kitchens and all that. She did an amazing job because she's practical. And the people all commented on the kitchens how she said you can tell it's a working kitchen design. You know, like a woman works in it.
Sure.
You know, they don't have a stupid thing somewhere that just makes no sense. You know, she's... Yeah, so... And things like that, and a few other little things that make life easier. Like, it's got an automatic window closer and locker at the front door.
Is it like,
So when you're on your way out the front door, you press a button, all the windows close and lock.
Wow.
And it's got lights, and it tells you if the back door's locked or not, and stuff like that.
so kind of like a security system almost?
Yeah, but it's not. Like, the window's actually closed. They've got actuators in,
Ooh.
and they'll close if they're not closed. And then it's got other little things in it, like, what's it got in it? Oh, like your air conditioners and all that hooked to an app. You know what I mean? They've got solar panels on the roof.
Yeah, that's
So you
that's
can
new.
see, with the same app, you can see how much you're producing, and you can connect it to your solar panel, because Panasonic solar panels and Panasonic air conditioners, and they'll just have the air conditioner running enough so it's using your solar power but not taking any from the grid.
Solar's dumb.
Ooh.
Solar's all right. It's just the people that, you know, are in the industry are just, you know, they need a wake-up call. They need to get their head on straight. Just a bunch of fucking Democrats.
Heck, it can.
To be fair, I think they're just in it for the money. They get,
They are greedy fucks.
you do
Yeah.
understand, they get paid by the government, well, over here at least, they get paid by the government to create these solar panels, and they also get paid by whoever's buying them. So, one panel
There's
probably,
staples for you.
I don't know how much exactly it would be, but I know that the kind of like the baseline is probably what is it? 45% is just in the government giving money to whatever, depending on what state you're in.
So the government gives rebates.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah. But they do that in Australia and that is to take the strain off the system, because put it this way, Australia went from 20 million people to 28 million people, and we haven't had to build another power plant, and we've shut 3 down. And the only thing that happened different in that time is solar. You know what I mean? So it is a good thing, but I think in Australia we need to work on our base, because I don't know, we had this mythological thinking that solar was going to be the solution, and we weren't going to have any more new power plants.
You got wind farms.
We do, but the cost of a wind farm and the amount of electricity they produce doesn't add up. It adds up. It adds up to people paying higher electricity prices. So there's 4 big massive wind turbines at Hampton, and the company that owns them gets $6 million a year in government rebate, because the wind turbines cost $4 million a year more than they produce to run them in electricity dollars wise. You know? It was silly. Yeah. I think solar's the best thing. Solar, from what I've seen, out of every renewable resource, solar is the best one, the one that shows the most promise in my mind. And the only thing that needs to change with it is batteries. That's the only thing that needs to get cheaper and better, is batteries. Because there's no moving parts. As soon as you have moving parts, you have maintenance, then you have to have staff to maintain them. You put solar panels on your house, what do you do for the next 15 years? You don't even have to clean them. You know, obviously if you do clean them, you get high returns, but it's not that much higher, you know what I mean? And by cleaning them, it can mean, you know, spraying some water on them, you know, like with a bit of detergent.
Yeah, it's not taking them apart.
No, you're not having to change a bearing and all that sort of stuff. And then people say, oh, solar panels don't work when it's cloudy, but they actually work better, you know, because the solar panels don't get hot. On a really hot day, solar panels don't work at their full capacity.
If they did, they melt.
Actually, that's exactly right. So they work better when it's cloudy. They work better on sunny winter days, when the panels are cool, but there's still a lot of sun out. But once the batteries come out, how long till they're bringing out new batteries, Stables? Give me some insider trading here.
They're all already out. They're just fucking super expensive. You wait about 16 months. I don't know about Australia. I should back that.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the aluminum batteries?
Aluminum batteries.
Yeah, they found some sort of
You mean aluminium? You talking about aluminium?
Are you talking about like the NASA ones?
No, I'm talking about they changed the electron count or something like that in them. And no, wait, they made them isotopes. That's what it was. It was the neutrons.
No, you're talking about the condensed batteries?
Fuck, those are still a thing. They're just super expensive, and no one would ever get those for a house, because then it would actually, you wouldn't lose money, I guess, but you wouldn't really save anything, because all the money you'd save by having no electric bill would be pitched away into buying and maintaining those batteries.
Oh, I was just talking about them just being really light.
Yeah, but the cost of them is a lot more than like say like an LG battery or even a I think Panasonic has them. We don't sell them because they just don't.
Okay, they didn't make like a real commercial process. Oh, sorry.
I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. Light isn't always better. You pick up a fat girl one night, guarantee it'll be the best fun you've ever had. Sometimes the heavier ones are better.
Science.
It's science. It's science. Just got to watch. Don't think you can just pick her up and throw her around. You'll hurt your back. Get a big girl. That's what I always say. Shady in the summer, cozy in the winter. But so you reckon 16 months them batteries are going to come out, Staples?
I mean,
Be cheap.
they're technically already here.
Out,
But in
yeah.
16 months, they're not in America because the feds just cut every piece of funding. Every piece of funding in the U.S. is going to be gone in 24 months, and the max that it ever was a 30% tax rebate. They never paid anybody for going solar. They give you a big tax rebate, and now this year is the first step down, so it's going to 20% starting in 19, 10% starting in 20, and then it'll be at 0 at the end of 2020.
Wasn't the military working on those batteries? You're talking about the ones that are they using supercapacitors?
I thought that was what you were talking about, was like the DoD project for that. That's a whole, like, most of the time that wasn't even available for like residential homes at all. And I don't know a lot about the technology with that, but it's outrageously expensive, but way more efficient than the stuff that's for, like, that I could get. Like, I can go down literally to my office and just pick up an LG battery and just fucking hook it into my house if I wanted to. But that's not anywhere as good as the stuff that NASA or the feds have. But it's also fucking, 1/100th of the price. So it'll last you 10 years without a problem.
Your DoD has a $816 billion budget.
Yep. More
Yeah.
than the
My-
next
yeah, my
6
wife-
combined.
Yeah.
The only reason the DoD's even doing solar is for good press. They could give a fuck. You think they care about
We'll
their
burn
electric
oil.
We
We
still
just
got
spent we just spent 18 years taking the shit. We're burning it. That's what they're saying.
I worked for Solar City, who got bought out by Tesla, and they had all the DoD contracts for military housing for solar. And they even had better shit on those than they do on normal houses. Maybe not anymore, but they did when it was in like 2008, 2007.
Yep.
Those guys made
All right, fellas, I'll catch you later.
All right.
these, but
Alright.
Yeah.
Modern day 4.
Modern day solutions for modern day problems.
I don't remember this fucking game being this hard. I'm playing Shogun.
Oh,
Sure. You
Haven't.
might like that.
I haven't played that.
You might
Played
like
the hell out of it like a long time ago, but
You're
Think-
a fan of Japan.
I think I have it.
it does have much on.
I have all the Total Wars.
Interesting.
I think.
This one was really well made. I didn't even buy the expansion packs, but there weren't really any problems. This was like, I think, one of the first ones they had that... I shouldn't say that. I think this, when it came out on release date, I would argue that this was the most well put together Total War up until that time.
Oh, I have Rome Total War.
Rome I love. I love more than any other one, but it had a shitload of bugs and a lot of stuff they had to patch, and the expansions changed a lot of things. Like this game, I haven't played the expansions, but it's just a good game all around.
How about Mr. President?
What that? Isn't that a $2 game or something?
Yes, it's amazing.
Huh.
Red, that is the
Yeah.
that is the most cost-effective game I've ever had for entertainment purposes. I spent one whole night just trying to figure out how to do stuff on that, and like you could dance, you could just do everything, backflips. Freaking
That must be pretty good. Considering usually when you get a game, you're like, oh, this sucks. And
Yeah.
don't pick it up the next 2 months.
yeah, this has more content than Battlefront 2.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. I'm telling you, Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the best purchases I've made.
I'll be getting it eventually. Oh geez, Christmas is in 5 days. I didn't know that.
But also, War of Rights. You see, I was quite worried when I bought it because I thought I was going to get tired of it. But that game was really good.
Once they add the new artillery mechanic, I think I'll get more into it.
Yeah.
Once that artillery, I'll be so happy.
I just want the modularity. That's gonna be an absolute game changer for us. I don't think we'll lose once ever again if we have 10 or more guys on, and that's it.
And we could do a shift, like, we don't have to have a specific people on it. You could do, like, each round, maybe how many guys go on, you just take it in shift.
Yeah, if you guys don't want to do it, I'm more than happy to just fucking
I wanna
sit on
do
that.
it.
I'll be right back.
Because I was pumped about starting an RD company, but I just don't see the value in it anymore. If we're just going to be able to take the artillery pieces whenever we want anyway. We'll just do some training with 10 or 15 of the guys, and those will be the guys that'll run the gun.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So you guys are all here now, so I might as well tell you, but Crumb's going to put together a new training, because we're going to do a bunch of promotions, because Company B is going to start splitting into platoons. So we're going to do, we have 2 more guys that are going to move up to lieutenant, and then another sergeant, and first sergeant, sorry. And so we're going to pull up more guys into the sergeant class, which will open up a bunch of stuff for corporal. So if you guys are looking for anything like that, it's going to be happening in the next like 2-3 weeks.
Cool. And we're gonna do, I think, what was it, server admin stuff?
Yeah, you'll get added to that. Shifty, I think you already have it.
Yeah.
Anybody that's sergeant or above already has it.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, the only thing that he's making, Ragtime's gonna make tiers for us. So it's like, for instance, the only people that can form a band is gonna be me and Crumb. Like the next tier, like you can kick people and stuff, but you can't just full on band. And
I
then
do
we'll have
think
like
that,
maybe a
like we were
third tier.
talking about earlier, is if you do kick someone, you should talk to them. Like, you shouldn't just kick them. You should like
Yeah.
go up, say you've been team killing
Should
or
be the
whatever.
last thing you do.
I'm sorry, but I just gonna.
Fuck, I love kicking people, but I don't want to be a dick about it because it's gonna stop recruiting from growing and people.
Create a bad name.
We don't want the bad name.
Yes. And you also gotta have a good justification. Which shouldn't be too hard.
But what we don't have yet, which I hope comes out, Ragtime said it would, is I want to, when somebody joins the server, it's going to pop up and say, look, these are the 3 things that will be immediate kick.
Like an MOTD kind of.
Yeah. But it's, I have a 0 tolerance thing for fucking racist bullshit. I don't care if it's, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, now and then you hear some, whatever, some joke somebody will make, whatever. I guess I won't go nuts about it, but if I hear people fucking dropping N-bombs left and right, they're done.
Yeah.
There won't be a conversation. Like, I won't even walk up to them. I hear them doing it, they're gone. They can go hang out in fucking Texas' server.
But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's looking good, man. We're getting a lot of recruits, and we just got to be a little more. I don't know, not careful, but I don't want to go too nuts with just anybody that asks is gonna come in.
I gotta figure out how to screenshot without showing it on Snapchat. I'll just get a screen recorder, and then I'll record the video, and bam. Modern day problems.
Yeah. First world problems.
Oh, Siege is full of racist people, but you don't know it until you're playing with them. Like, there's... So, we were in a squad. They were all friends. Like, well, my friend was friends with everybody in there. So, he got everybody through, like, in here. and then like right when we're about to win, the fucking so there was somebody fourth on our team, like that. Okay, it's 5v5 on Siege, so like the top fragger, uh, he just kept saying the N word so many times, and he kept talking shit about this one dude, and that dude just killed him, and a whole bunch of stuff went down. It was just nasty. We lost because of that. That was annoying.
That was the important part, wasn't it?
Yeah, the important part is I lost because of these people can't get along.
Yeah. See, in this, it's difficult because then when you got people, when you got the Confederacy in the game, that kind of is asking for something.
Yeah, it's a tough thing, man. It's just that's was present the day the game came out. Like you knew it was gonna happen,
Yeah.
and I don't think you can say that for a lot of games, but I don't think it's as bad as like a fucking Call of Duty or a Grand Theft Auto community, which are just full on cancer.
Yeah. And yeah, and each time they open the game to more people, it's just natural. That'll just happen.
Yeah.
Like when they came out for early access. What? That's why we got some kicking tools and mute buttons.
I forget about mute. I just go straight to the kick.
Yeah.
He's right
Mute,
though. I'm gonna start being careful with it.
mute might be a little bit better of an option than just straight up kicking the first time, like a temp kind of thing.
Yeah, the global mute thing I think would be great. I mean, I don't want to mute somebody not being able to hear what they say and everybody else can hear them, because it's just gonna, they're still pissing everybody else off in the server.
Yeah.
Oh, is there not a global mute?
I think we do have one, yeah. I think that's what's gonna be good.
Thing that gets me mad is when people start going on a crusade like, oh, the South, they were just fighting for the rights, whatever. Da, da, da.
Fighting for my rats.
Yeah. It's like, okay, buddy, we're just playing a game.
They can fucking rattle on all they want, as long as they're not just being racist pricks for the sake of it. Then I just think,
Yeah.
food. 3 days.
What's the best simulation game?
For what?
I have no idea.
Dying simulator?
Yeah, not. Is that an actual game?
I don't know. All I'm thinking of is
The German marching song.
it's stuck in my head.
This modern day 4 mods, very in depth. The Islamic State. Oh boy.
Actually, I have to check what time I have work tomorrow.
ISIS commander killed.
Alright, 4:15 to 10. I can definitely stay up.
That's pretty interesting.
Red, by the way, I won't be on until late tomorrow night.
Yeah, so like maybe 11 or 12.
12.
Ah. Yeah.
Oh wow, I'm off Friday. Alright.
Oh, that's pretty good. We should probably take some time to practice shooting at the range in the game.
Oh, I was gonna say in real life I go a lot.
I gotta go finish all that licensing shit up. I was gonna do conceal and carry and all that. Get a couple of ranges around. Such a fucking pain in the ass here to do all that though.
That's New England for you.
Yeah, 9 Mass is like either the hardest or the second hardest state to. It's actually not that hard to get it done. It's just it takes a while. Depending on where you live, it's a little bit tougher. And I live in a place where it's not that tough, and just don't want to have to go through all the fucking classes and stuff.
I still gotta get mine. It's so easy to get in Florida. All you gotta do is show up. Did the Division 2 come out yet?
March.
Resident Evil 2?
Yeah, I don't know.
The Devil May Cry 5.
You got me.
Oh, no wonder. So AMD did a promotion for one of their new cards to like get 3 free games, and they're all games coming out in March 2019. That's why I didn't get the key yet. So can't really do anything with that yet. Hey Red, I'm adding a whole bunch of stupid mods to the game.
Oh boy. Give me a read off. Where are
CIS,
they? Oh, the CIS, yeah.
Johnston Atoll.
Oh,
I'm thinking of other ones.
how about some stupid portrait one?
Uh, what's a good portrait one?
There's one where everyone's smiling.
Made CIS bigger. The last time they were just the size of the British territory in next to Brazil.
Teh.
Let's see what else I could add. Switzerland. Poland is China. Mod.
Teh. And what? Germany's Japan?
No, it just makes Poland look like China. United China. Super China. What's another good mod?
There should be a Space Force mod.
No Air Force, rockets only. OP Japan and it's Hirohito with his head stacked up, make it look like he's got like several, like he's either got a longer neck or he's got several chins. I don't know.
Yep, that would be pretty good. A Trump-class nuclear aircraft carrier.
Jews moved to Madagascar. Alright, I'm about to add a whole bunch of mods together and see if it works.
Hey, the Carter class.
Outdated mods. Let's go. They just in some of these pictures they added a TIE fighter and Luke Skywalker into them. Like on the one with the submarine, Luke has a lightsaber and he's just like on top of the submarine while there's a TIE fighter flying overhead.
Ta.
Reggie Steele for Nazi Germany. Surprisingly, the game loaded up. So I had Japan moved, and it is now next to the UK. The Galactic Empire. Uh, Darth Sidious owns quite a bit. You know, I'm looking for the CIS, but I don't see it. Oh, the separatist movement, and it's in China.
Of course
What's in
it
China?
is.
Huh?
Separatist
Oh,
movement in his game.
Oh, my game crashed. There were too many mods. I think they conflicted with each other.
well, you did.
What?
Forget it. Just forget.
Yeah, Johnston Atoll might have affected everything. Or Japan being in Europe. I don't know. There's also a mod where you can make kittens leaders of countries.
Good.
Good.
And Reggie Steele, you know, the Pokemon, could become the leader of Germany. So. Alright, who should I play? Caesar's Legion? Kaisar's Legion? Because they can't pronounce it right.
Can you pronounce it? Oh. Might as well.
Nah, it'll just be New Vegas. New Vegas is probably the best one. Because their OP robot tech can just rip through everyone else. Actually, let me exit. I heard that there was the Enclave somewhere. The Apparently Old World Blues has a sub mod called Sea Bears.
Really?
Haha. Burn away the flags. Begin again. Welcome.
What's everyone going quiet?
Oh,
I don't know.
He's all boss. You are so quiet. You could fucking mouse.
We're better quiet.
We're better quiet. I come in here and I thought, oh fucking hell. Someone's made a white supremacist joke again. It's gone all quiet.
all wrong.
Esmeralda got back in.
Fucker. How's he going? Is he still dropping a little bit of the white supremacist paladin, or is he matured up?
He was pretty good this time around.
Yeah, that's good. It's just a youth thing, I think, but you know what I mean?
Kids
Yeah.
these days.
Eventually, you'll be like me. Just all he wants to do is have sex with Serena Williams.
Yeah.
Why Serena? Wow, why Serena Williams? Why not her younger sister?
Because she's got legs. That Serena Williams got legs you can build a fucking treehouse off, mate. She got fucking thighs on there. Fucking snap a truck in half. I once heard she wrapped her legs around a boa constrictor and strangled it to death. And the noises she makes when she hits a tennis ball.
Yeah, I don't know why they're. Well, why do people do that?
They just let it rip, don't they? First time I heard it, I thought,
Oh. That's all you hear in those matches.
Yeah. I'm not big on the tennis. My mum loves it. Tennis. What are you all playing? Bit of Hoy?
Playing Hoi 4, Old World Blues. I added the Enclave and some sprites.
Sprite's good.
Yeah, Sprite Cranberry.
What, Sprite and cranberry?
No, don't. It's a commercial. It's a really bad commercial.
Is Sprite and cranberry any good?
No.
Sounds like an advertisement for a lady healthcare product, doesn't it?
What have I done?
Sprite and cranberry goes well with my Tampax. Speaking of lady healthcare products, where's Osman?
I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
He's
too
bitter.
big for us now. Now he's what? He's bitter.
Yep.
He's not bitter. He's a good man. He loves us.
He knows we're gonna win.
I love it how he says that. we're gonna win.
Win bigly. That's the goal here.
My favourite meme of 2018 is the one you put up, Paladin, where he's fucking Kavanagh's wearing that beer hat, and it
Yeah.
goes, "I like beer. I still like beer."
Oh,
I saw that the other day. I fucking laughed. I got laughed.
Man, mine's still Howard the Alien. Dancing alien. It's,
like politics and all that shit aside, like that guy's just a fucking twat.
Who, the alien?
Like, yeah, I like beer. No, the fucking beer guy.
You know what though?
My God.
You know what though? He, in that one sentence, he won the hearts and minds of every Australian.
Yeah.
He wanted
Australia's got
You know
your
what?
vote.
Australia got his vote.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fucking send him over here. It can be our fucking high court judge. We don't give a fuck. We like beer.
I didn't see that, I don't think.
In Australia, if the Prime Minister can scull a beer, don't they get mad rep point shadow? There's a thing, our old Prime Minister Bob Hawke, he sculled 3 beers in a row at a football match. Fucking got another, his approval rating was like 32%, got another 4 years after that. It was almost like the opposite of the email, the reinvestigation with Hillary with the emails. You know what I mean? Like, she had an 11-point lead, then narrowed it to 4 after Comey fucked up. You know what I'm sick of, though? People writing books.
Fucking books. Reading only gets you in trouble. It's like I always.
Them book
No, like-
learning.
Comey's writing a book, right? Michelle Obama wrote a book. What's her book about? Redecorating the White House? Fuck.
What about that one lady that was with Trump, but then it didn't turn out good?
Hillary?
One of his wives.
No.
That's a good one, Steve. Was it the black lady that he called a dog?
Yeah, her.
Yeah. You gotta narrow it down because I was like, that one lady, I was like, there's more than one lady, Paladin. There's Rosie.
Yeah.
There's. Yeah, like, why do they just why do they get a book deal? Like, who really cares about that sort of stuff?
This country's fucking obsessed with like the Kardashians. I mean, I'd rather read some book about some dummy that fuck it. I hate all those books. I don't know why I'm even saying
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You know what I mean?
They're all Kardashians.
You know who I'd like to read a book about? You know who I'd like to read a book of? I tell you who make it like what's his name? Warren Buffett.
Yeah,
You
I'd
wrote
read
a
that book.
Warren. Yeah, you wrote
Yeah,
a
he's
book,
got to have a
Warren.
book. I don't believe he doesn't
You
have
know?
a book.
I'd like Elon Musk write a book, like, because, like, I'm not saying he's like a fucking legend and all that, like fucking Steve Jobs is
But
overrated
he's
too.
fucking interesting, at least.
But he's interesting, and he risks the risks he takes, and I just want to get into his head about what he was going through when he was fucking betting it all on black. You know what I mean? And he didn't do that. But you know what I mean by that?
Really, like his start really was him. It wasn't like a trust fund thing. Like now he definitely just invests other people's money. He's not using a lot of his own money. But he fucking invented PayPal and sold it. Like
Yeah.
that's mind blowing.
Yeah, I agree with you. That sort of thing's cool. You know?
I know he had to sell it, but he's got to be fucking regretting that now with the amount of money those kinds.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, all things, you know, chapters, adventures. You know?
People and places.
I still wish I didn't have to pay out the first wife, but I'm not upset that I'm not with her anymore. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to read a book about some aide that wasn't very good at their job or their boss was mean to them. You know what I mean? It's like your employees
yeah.
writing a book about you. Fucking Staples makes me wear a cavalry hat. Fucking makes me call him Major.
You know
At
you
work.
want that.
When are we getting our hats?
I actually have to fucking go do the measurement thing. That's why I was asking you, because
Oh,
I
I
gotta
gotta
get.
get it. I gotta
Because
get
they
measured.
fucking suck. If they don't fit, you can't wear them.
No.
You can't even put it on your fucking.
Like buying the ones that come in the case. I saw some on the internet and they come in this like hat case.
Oh yeah, they're all like any expensive hat's gonna come in a fucking one of them. I don't even know what you call it. It's not a hat case, but I know what you're talking.
Is it a head case? So I've already got a few of them following me around.
It'll get you.
Heck it, yeah. Oh, yeah, good old head case.
See, he knows I'm getting it for you just because I can't be the only one that has it, because I'll just be the asshole
Yeah.
with a hat.
And you know
At least
what?
you'll be
You're
an
gonna,
asshole
you
with
know
me.
what you want to see? You want to see me with the fucking Great Northern, with the fucking pole flag, with the first cap flag, and me wearing that hat, fucking mowing the lawn on the ride-on mower.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the fucking Drop Bears company picture, 100.
With me big
Oh.
beard.
Well, I think we should have a bear like dropping onto a Confederate, and the Confederate's like on the ground with blood going.
We'll have to
everywhere.
get Ragtime to see if he can make a patch where we can climb trees. So what we'll do is in Westwoods, you know that one where we got the Sharps rifles? Eastwoods?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we climb up into the tree. They come onto the cap point. We jump out of the tree onto them and stab them. We're like, drop bear, motherfucker! Stab, stab.
Stab.
Stab,
Stabbity stab stab.
Stab, so many stabbies. A stabbity stab and a stabbity stab.
Steve.
Yeah, stab so much, get so rest.
Got a so stabby.
Yeah, that guy is so stabby. It's like a porn star.
The Russia investigation is a focus.
Still going on with that shit?
The funny part is it's in my game.
Is
It's
it?
in your game.
That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
it's a national focus.
The Russian investigation.
Yeah, so it reduces political power gain and also by 50%, and then it decreases the approval rating.
Is there a Stormy Daniels focus?
There should be.
Sludicus Maximus.
It's like the bad hombres.
Playing Hitman 2, shifting Archer.
Yeah, I am, but holiday hoarders, fucking, I don't know how to do it. Fucking free shit.
YouTube.
What UI?
YouTube.
It says it's free and I can play the prologue, which I've done, but then it also says I can do this thing, which I don't know how to. And it's just like,
Google it.
he's like, I just want to silence some people. I want to shoot some people with a silenced pistol and like throw them off the roof. That's all I want to do. And
Yeah, well, just do it.
And
I'm
I thought you
going.
just said you want to silence people.
I do.
Like kill them.
Come on.
Yep.
Settle down. He's not a director of a US intelligence agency now.
Sounds like a good excuse to get more oil.
How's the old CIA going? What are they up to these days?
Fucking destabilizing governments and getting shit down.
That's what we do.
Does anyone get like that craving and just like go to the fridge and like chug like a full bottle of milk?
No, milk shit.
Wait, who said?
Me.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah.
I get that like occasionally, and I just like go to the fridge and like chug half a liter.
Let's go.
And then my parents get home and they're like, "Where's all the milk gone?" I said, "What are you
I-
talking
In me belly, mate.
I drink a liter a day.
I made chocolate milk.
I've
drink-
never drunken fake milk in my life.
What's fake milk? Never heard
Powdered
I
milk?
mean flavored milk.
of
Right.
fake
I
milk.
love it.
Okay.
Fake milk. Like, so mad about it too.
It's so
Fuck you.
hot.
It's like Ron Swanson said, I only hate two things. One is lying, and the other one is skim milk, which is lying about being real.
Ah,
All right, I'll catch you later.
alright.
Yeah.
Alright, karate.
See ya.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so here's a picture. Your birth month is what you get for Christmas. What's your birth month?
March.
The birth month.
A puppy?
For March? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get a lotto ticket.
What about Orlando?
50?
Yep.
What month you born
January.
in? You get socks.
Sucks.
Perfect.
I wish I was in December. Or February. I'll have a wine or get drunk. Wonder how much wine you get.
Have any of you guys seen Archer?
Archer.
Which season?
Negative.
Any? Wait, did you say which season?
Yep.
Any? I'm only up to the second one.
Oh, okay. I'm up to like, what are they up to, like 6 or 7?
Yeah, they're up to, yeah.
Yeah, I've watched through season 6. Or maybe it was 5.
Vladimir. Apparently it's a place.
Shifty, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Install on Company of Heroes too.
Nice. I'll install it too. How long does it take?
No, it's taken me 2 hours. You can actually play a game and install a game at the same time on Steam, you know?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting pretty tired, so I'll be off for the night.
Alright,
Uh,
then.
Well,
Easy, buddy.
it's more like morning. Alright, I'll see you guys either tomorrow or later today,
Or
whichever
next
one.
day. Or next day.
or the day after that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
The week after that.